I think Ken and Nancy have been extraordinarily generous to any number of organizations in Grand Center. And Ken will be the first to tell you that it was Nancy that really kind of convinced him that the Grand Center vision made sense.
Well, Nancy was involved in a bunch of the institutions in Grand Center, and she would say, Grand Center, and I would say, well, what's Grand Center? And
he finally listened to me.
I finally listened, and I got involved, and you know, it turned out so much better than I ever expected. Part of it, I always wanted to have the theater and the cabaret because I wanted us to be able to give small theater groups and individuals who wanted an opportunity to be in a professional setting. I wanted them to have that kind of opportunity, which wasn't available, really not in many places.
Well, I think that's always been. I mean, we've always supported the big guys, the Symphony, the Art Museum, Lawmeyer Sculpture Park. But we've always given smaller amounts, which means so much to these smaller groups.
Nancy Kranzberg has been a programmer here at KDHX for well over 20 years. She does an arts interview, and as you may know, Nancy knows just about all the artists around town and beyond. About 3 or 4 years ago, our operations manager, Larry Weir, passed away in kind of a weird freak accident on New Year's Eve. Right after he passed, I got a call from Nancy and asked us to come out and talk to her and Ken. And she said, you know, Larry was the greatest person there because he brought me in and he taught me the ropes and he showed me everything and he was really helpful and I really, really miss him. And because of that, I've asked Ken to try to help you get a new location in Grand Center. And so Ken and Nancy are a whole lot of the reason that we're here in Grand Center, and we couldn't be happier.
This building here is called the Northside Workshop. It's a nonprofit art space that offers free workshops to people that live in North St. Louis. Our workshops focus around addressing community and cultural issues. Ken and Nancy started investing in the neighborhood, and we both kind of came together, identified this building as a potential permanent location for the Northside Workshop. The building was completely falling apart. The front wall was buckling. It needed a full restoration, and Ken and Nancy generously donated funds for that to happen, and it's been the home for the Northside Workshop ever since.
St. Lou Fringe is an organization that serves independent artists, particularly performing artists in St. Louis, and audiences that are engaged and interested in that work as well. So the Kranzbergs have such an appreciation for the arts, especially here in St. Louis. So we are incredibly and deeply grateful for just their deep respect for all players in the arts community in our city.
Fort Gondo Compound for the Arts is a nonprofit forum for the arts founded in 2002. We were the first arts space on Cherokee Street. They actually make the effort to take a chance on spaces like ours that were maybe considered experimental again or in a potentially evolving neighborhood.
Well, I must say that I got interested in the arts because Nancy was interested in the arts. And if a guy knows what's good for him, he makes sure that he finds interest in the things his wife is interested in.
People ask me what it's like to support all these arts institutions. I say, thank God for bottles and thank God for Ken Kranzberg, who sold so many of them to make it possible.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2015 St. Louis Arts Award for Excellence in Philanthropy goes to Ken and Nancy Kranzberg.
Thank you. I cannot tell you what a thrill this is to me and Nancy to get this incredible honor from a really fantastic institution that has supported so many arts organizations for so very, very long. It's really amazing. And I want to congratulate all the other honorees tonight, as well as the honorees for the last 23 years. It's on account of you that St. Louis has become iconic culturally. Thank you all so much.
I agree with everything Ken said. For once, the arts nourish the soul. St. Louis is the most culturally rich city per capita in the entire country. It's all been said that we have to support, and we want to support, the big guys, the Art Museum, Opera Theater. What am I leaving out? The Sheldon. Although I'm so nervous I can't. I don't know. But anyway, there's so many wonderful smaller organizations that a much smaller donation will go a long way, and they're high quality. And the main thing I want to say is I'm glad Ken Kranzberg has not retired yet, because keep selling them bottles, baby.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.